Hello, my name's Mary McBain and I'm a designer for Crafts-U-Print. Today I'd like to show you how to make up my new shape card mini kits. This one is Butterfly Woods and the cup number is 1011560_1648. There are 3 sheets in the pack. This one, the front sheet, has the card front, the decoupage layers and the sentiment tags. The next sheet has the 2 front layers which give depth to the card. And this is the back of the card. It has a little line at the top for folding and the accordion base at the bottom, which holds the card up and gives it the extra dimension. Right, I've already cut out all the pieces because you don't want to have to sit and watch me cutting out. So that's the card front, card back, the 2 layers and then the decoupage pieces. I've already put some sticky pads on the back just to save some time with the video. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, we have to score the lines. It's good to get this bit right because it holds up the front of the card. And the next one. These need to be quite crisp because it gives a better look to the card. And the third one. There we go. Score across the top line. This one might be easier to do before you actually cut out the piece because it's got the lines at the side on the print. It doesn't need to be a sharp fold, it's just to attach the back and front together. The lines on the base do need to be quite sharp. So just give it a good rub with the bone folder. Get it the right way round. The directions of the folds are marked on the actual sheet, but it's quite easy when you see how it's done. Right, I don't think I've got that fold quite sharp enough, so I'll just go over it again. That seems to be better. Yes, that's better. Right, so that makes up the back, and that's it ready to attach to the front. So I'll use double-sided sticky tape. Put it on the back just above the top fold. You could use glue for this, but for this demonstration I think it's easier just to use the double-sided tape. And just on the bottom tab of the accordion fold. It's not perfectly straight, but it's fine. Now, with the wrong sides together, just match it up, remove the tape, and that's it. Same thing at the bottom. Need to just remove this tape. I'll just remove a little bit at the top. Just to make sure I've got it lined up right. And pull out the rest of the tape. Right, we need to get off the rest of this tape. It's torn a little. Try it from the other end. Difficult to get hold of. Okay, so that's the basic card finished. There's also a writing panel at the back for you to put a message on. Okay, so that's the... Now we need to build up the layers to give it some depth. I'm using double-sided sticky pads that I've already put on. I like to always line things up first before I stick them, because once you've stuck it on, you're committed to it. Now you need to be careful if you're doing it this way not to crease the top layer. You've got to be very careful if you're unpicking the backing after you've made up the card. Right. There we go. Make sure it's lined up properly. And that's the first layer. My sticky pads are actually quite thin. I think I would prefer something a bit thicker to give it more depth, but for this this demonstration, these will be okay. And just the same thing again. Remove the backing and line it up. Take off all the backings. There we go. That's a basic card with the 2 flat layers on. As I said, I think I would prefer it with a wee bit more depth, but these are the pads I've got at the moment. Right, the next thing is to put on the decoupage layers. Now, depending on how you work, you might want to put it straight onto the card, but I prefer to make up all the decoupage first and then put it on. So what you do is, of course, as usual, you start with the biggest piece and build it up to the smallest piece. So just line them up together so the pattern's matching. Once again, I'm using double-sided sticky pads to give it some depth. Just line it up. That's one. And the next size. Just take one pad off and I'm quite cautious when I do them because I'm too good at putting them on the wrong way. And the last piece. I always like getting the last piece onto decoupage. Right, that's the whole decoupage unit made up. And now all we need to do is put this on the card. The other way up. Start off taking one piece off to line it up properly. Or if you feel confident, just take off all your pads and put it straight on. And that's it. That's your basic card done. It's got quite a bit of depth. I think what I would like to do is add little bits to it, perhaps some pearls round the edge or some glitter on the butterflies, something in the centre of the flowers. But that's your basic card. You can add one of the sentiments if you want to. And write on the back the message to your recipient. Now here's another couple of designs from this series that I've made up already. This one is white roses, and I've already put the happy birthday sticker on there. And this one, which I think is very cute, is waiting for Santa. It's got lots of depth to it. And that's it. There are more to the series. To see these and all my other designs, go to www.threadless.com. craftyprint.com/Mary-McBain / or go to the homepage on Craftsy Print and search for my name. Thank you very much.